I guess it's on the next floor. I'm a student. Just chilling. Death incarnate. One day I'd like to hear about the techniques you've learned in the field.
We know much about sacrifice.
That acts make me feel uneasy. Its power is undeniable, but its very essence embodies the eternal hunger. We'll use it because we must do whatever it takes to win this war. Still, I'd be careful with that weapon if I were you.
The Knights of the Ebon Blade will not falter.
Knights of the Ebon Blade, gather round as we honor one of our own. Before us this day stands our sister-in-arms, just checking. You have all heard her legend of many battles fought and trials overcome a great cause. Her deeds are exemplary of the Ebon Blade. Indeed, she has shown to be one of the best of us and is worthy of our highest honors. By the will of the Lich King and my authority as High Lord, wielder of the Maw of the Damned, will now and forevermore be known as Death Lord of the Ebon Blade. You all bow to her as you once did me and carry out her will against the Legion.
All is not lost. Not yet.
I spent far too long within the walls of Arceus, and the endless hunger gnaws at my spirit. It will be good to go into the field once again and sate its craving.
We must forge our destiny.
Deathlord, I must speak with you.
We press on.
Keeping your edge. Greetings, Deathlord. The blade you hold, while magnificent, has untapped potential. As you harvest souls of your enemies, their power will continue to grow. Grandmaster Corvus has studied new techniques that may be of your use. Maybe to use, my lady. You can find him working the forges on the upper level.
Tomorrow is another day.
Is rune forging still a thing? Ah, this weapon is amazing. Do you see the souls of the damned dancing along its edge? Oh, how they scream for release. Yes. In their forms, I could see how the blades must be shaped. Advanced rune carving. Corvus has been working for years to improve the forges. This weapon will be the perfect demonstration of the new design. We can take your artifact to the forge and shape it and make use of the soul power it contains, provided you fed your weapon enough souls first. Let's give it a little try, eh? This new forge is pretty cool. Okay, so shadow artifact, blood artifact, just like other weapons. This looks really neat though. Okay, let's see what the first ability we get is. Consumption. Melee range, instant melee weapon, 45-second cooldown. Focus dark power into a strike that deals 45.8k physical damage and heals you for 100% of all damage taken in the last 12 seconds. Minimum 40% of maximum health. If you're below 35% health when this casts, all runic power is consumed, increasing the potency of the healing effect. That's a pretty awesome ability. Okay, let's take screenshots of everything in here and then we'll read over this. Okay. We'll start from top and go down. Umbilicus Eternus. Passive. When you vampiric blood, each target with blood plague begins to bleed into a spear. After your vampiric blood expires, the spear congeals into a shield surrounding you. Sorry, can't speak words at the moment. When you vampiric blood, each target with blood plague begins to bleed into a spear. After your vampiric blood expires, the spear congeals into a shield surrounding you, which reduces damage taken by 20% and absorbs 5 times as much damage as was dealt. That's pretty crazy. Touch the Grave. Passive Death Coil heals you for 50% of the damage dealt. That's nice. Meat Shield. Increase your stand by 3%, 3 ranks. Rattling Bones. Mirren generates an additional charge of Bone Shield. Oh, that's nice. So, seems like you get quite a few charges of Bone Shield. Unending Thirst. Passive. When your blood shield expires, damage dealt equal to half your missing health to your... Deal damage equal to half your missing health to your enemy target. Gain health equal to the damage you deal. That's nice. All-Consuming Rod. Increase damage to death and decay by 10%, 3 ranks. Bonebreaker. Increase the damage of Morrowind by 5%, 3 ranks. Vampiric Fangs. Passive. Increase the maximum hit points granted by vampiric blood by an additional 5%, increasing healing received by an additional 10%, 3 ranks. Coagulopathy. Increase the damage dealt by your blood plague by 10%, 3 ranks. Mouth of Hell. Passive. Your dancing rune weapon summons a second copy of Maw of the Damned. That's nice. Skeletal Shattering. Your bone shield now has a chance equal to your critical strike chance to prevent 50% on a hit. That's interesting. Incorporating critical strike on a DK. Blood decay. Vein Render. Increase the damage dealt by your blood strike by 10%, 3 ranks. I don't know. Like... Oh. We just got sent back to the thing. Maybe we were idle for too long. That never happened to me before. Maybe the elf servers went down? Oh, let's close and reopen real fast. See if see what's going on. Game's reloading. There we go. Let's see if we get back in on the DK. There we go. Let's continue checking out the Soul Forge. I guess it didn't save. Okay, I think the only talent we had to go over left was Ironheart. Increase your armor by 3%, 3 ranks. And then Dance of Darkness. Increase the duration of your dancing rune weapon by 3 seconds, 3 ranks. Okay. We'll go with Vampiric Fangs. Oh, we don't have any more power. Okay, we used to get a little more. Grandmaster Siegesmith Corvus. Oh yes, that will do nicely. Return after you fed your blade another Feast of Souls, and we will make it the most powerful weapon that ever existed. Plans and preparations. Your weapon is stronger than ever, but it will need many more souls in order to reach its true potential. Sloxes has been collecting reports from the scouts. She will direct you to our enemies, and their screaming souls will empower your weapon further. I believe we're almost at the end here of the Blood Death Knight. After we finish the Blood Death Knight, we'll go to the Frost. Death Lord, I've prepared a brief report on all that we discovered about the new land. You should find it quite interesting. Our next move. Have you seen the fog that surrounds us? The chill winds of Arceus has provided us with a perfect concealment from the prying eyes of the Legion. Under cover of this fog, we've been able to send out scouting teams who put together a fairly comprehensive map of the Broken Isles. Choose where we shall begin our assault. You, of course, shall have the honor of spearheading our efforts, but the rest of the Ebon Blade will follow you. Lead. Okay, yeah, that's the end for the Blood Death Knight. Hope you all enjoy that. That's blood. We'll be going on next with the Frost Death Knight, right as I log out and get on to another Death Knight to try out the Frost.